LV, the hitmaker.
What's goody? What's goody?
Shay baby.
Yeah. Shout out to those in the building. We got a good night tonight. Yeah, so I like I said, tonight is one of them nights. I figured that we leave where we left off. We start where we left off. There we go. We start where we left off with from earlier this morning, where we were talking about your man, Jonathan Hay. Remember the dude that said that pretty much he was killing Jay-Z and killing Diddy? We're going to start from there. This dude right here. Him. Jonathan Hay.
Shay baby.
Yeah. This is where we at with it tonight. Pause. We are on this dude right here. Because this guy had a lot to say. We're going to listen to the interview with Jaguar, Wright, and him. I got that set up for us. That's a fact. So we'll definitely listen to that. And we're going to get into it. This dude right here is definitely nasty work out there. I got to say that. He's disgusting out there. He got them stories. Him and Jaguar Wright teamed up.
Yeah. Shay baby.
Him and Jaguar Wright are a team right now, which is actually cool. Nothing against them. You know what I mean? That's a fact. Nothing against them. Yo, Brian, what's good? Tootie, what's good?
Shay baby.
Yeah. Let's hit them like buttons. Let's get to it. Let's not even play with it today. That's a fact. Tonight is one of the nights. Let's get Jada Kiss in there.
What it is, baby. Kiss. Shout out to Shay Baby TV, the hottest shit on the internet. Giving flowers, showing love, no hate, no sucky shit.
All right, so we're going to start off where we, like I said, where we left off earlier today. Let's start right here.
One is to verify, so Jay and Dane fell out truly over Aaliyah.
Yeah, that's
a part of the.
that's more than 50% of it.
So the usual problems, the girl problems. Were you ever around them when they were like when she was in the room with them? Like, did you ever see like the competitiveness? Who had her at one point?
Well, I seen Jay when Jay was with her first, right?
Okay.
So I've seen Jay at parties with Aaliyah. Example, Little Kim's album release party at the Puck Building,
Right.
right, in about 2000. I went to Jay. He came in with Aaliyah. They was together, right? They may even been holding hands,
Okay.
right? And I went over to them to interview. I'm like, yo, can I interview y'all? And Jay was like, nah, not together. Like, we could do
You
it
trying to be
separate.
low about it.
Right. Yeah, but if you go to like Getty Images, Johnny Nunez was with me that day. Not together, but we both was covering the party.
yeah.
I did video, he did pictures.
Yeah.
You'll see the pictures of Jay. He got on the Golden State jersey and Aaliyah together.
Wow.
Yeah, just
Let's run that back. For those that's
Is
coming in, let's run that back.
to verify.
All of this plays
So
up
Jay
to where
and
we
Bane
going
fell
tonight.
out
Shay
truly over Aaliyah.
yeah. That's
What's up, Michelle?
That's more than 50%.
We got
So
a
the
goodie
usual
tonight,
problems,
Michelle.
the girl problems. Were you ever around
Promise
them when
you.
they were like when she was in the room with them? Like, did you ever see like the competitiveness? Who had her at one point?
Well, I seen Jay when Jay was with her first, right?
Okay.
So I've seen Jay at parties with Aaliyah. Example, Little Kim's album release party at the Puck Building,
Right.
right, in about 2000. I went to Jay. He came in with Aaliyah. They was together, right? They may even been holding hands,
Okay.
right? And I went over to them to interview. I'm like, yo, can I interview y'all? And Jay was like, nah, not together. Like, we could do
You
it
trying to be
separate.
low about it.
Right. Yeah, but if you go to like Getty Images, Johnny Nunez was with me that day. Not together, but we both was covering the party.
yeah.
I did video, he did pictures.
Yeah.
You'll see the pictures of Jay. He got on the Golden State jersey and Aaliyah together.
Wow.
Yeah, just
All right, so this right here, Michelle, the reason we playing this from earlier, remember it led up to this dude. Remember the dude that was saying him right here? This guy right here, Jonathan Hay.
Shay baby.
All right, we got to know who this dude is tonight. That's a fact. Now, I did some research on him. Remember when I first got off? Yes, Aaliyah was definitely beautiful, 100%. Let's show Aaliyah right now. We can leave Aaliyah up there for a second while we talking. We could put her up there while we talking. If we still got her, I think we still got her. I think we still got Aaliyah in there. Let me see. Nah, they got Aaliyah up out of there. They got Aaliyah up out of there. Okay, so we don't got no pictures of Aaliyah. But we do, tonight is going to be one of them nights. Jonathan Hay, now he done work for Jay-Z. Yeah. He done work for Diddy,
Shay baby.
Beyonce, Rihanna. Jonathan Hay done work for everybody. Tonight we going to find out who this Jonathan Hay dude is.
Shay baby.
This is him, y'all. This is a fact. This is that dude, Jonathan Hay. This is the celebrity publicist.
Shay baby.
Now, he's getting a lot of interviews out there. He's running his mouth. This dude looks crazy. R. Kelly had so much fun with Aaliyah. Y'all are nasty work. Look, this Jonathan Hay dude. We on Jonathan Hay tonight, pause.
Shay baby.
We got to find out who this dude is tonight. All right, first and foremost, before we jump into anything, before we get really, really into the whole everything of what's going down. Now, Jonathan Hay, he's talking about earlier, I don't know if y'all remember, but remember the dude was saying that Diddy was sniffing an 8-ball when he was doing business with him. JC, what's poppin', my boy? You know what I mean? He said Diddy was on one when he was talking business with him. So from there, I can't lie. He caught my attention. He caught my attention with all of that because I'm like, wait, hold on for a second. Who is this dude? You know what I mean? Nobody ever really talks about celebrity publicists. You know what I'm saying? So he really caught my attention, this dude. I'm not going to lie. So I went and did some research on him. You know, did some research on the dude. The dude is not lying. The dude is definitely outside. Now, tonight, I thought we'd sit back, chill, listen to the Jaguar Wright interview because he says it all in that interview. He says it all. Now, I had another dude who was on there. Yo, hit that like button. That's a fact. Now, JC, you always love. I know you hit that button. Yeah. But yeah, so in this interview, I say another week or so, this is going to be the most viral interview there is. He's telling everything. We're going to get to that. But first, I want to get into this. First, Diddy popped out today on social media. I don't know if you guys saw this, but Diddy did post from his Instagram today. Now, it was for a good cause, though. I mean, it actually was heartbreaking. But, you know, to know that Diddy has these allegations on him towards females or even males, too, because even drugging up men, right? Let's just say Diddy's drugging up men. And like Dame Dash said, if you're making somebody gay and they don't want to be gay, that's not cool. If you're making someone gay and they don't want to be gay, that is not cool. And that's bottom line. So, the reason I'm going there with this is crazy we even talking about this. This is wild. For a man like Diddy, you know, to have 3 daughters, you know, 4 daughters, I think, because the other ones, I think, are triplets or twins. I think they're twins, right? So for him to have 3 daughters, right? And for him to do all of this and sons. So if you're making people gay and they don't want to be gay, somebody could do this to your sons. Let's really talk about it for me. You know what I mean? That's why it's hard to believe Diddy did these things. It's hard to believe it. I'm telling y'all. It's tough. You know what I mean? Like I said, for someone to have daughters, have sons, and doing these type of allegations, he pops out today on social media. But look, he pops out because of his little baby. It was his daughter. It was his daughter's birthday today. It was Diddy's daughter's birthday today. So, of course, he's going to pop out and show her love, tell her happy birthday. You know, he never thought that. Chill, what's goody, my boy? We here. That's a fact. My man, chill. So, you know, he never thought that he would be in jail, locked up. You know, while his daughter's, I think this is her first or her second, maybe it looks like she's probably 2 or 3 years old. Great picture there. You know, her eating the cake, all white. You know, Diddy got $1 billion. Yes, another beauty, 100%. There's more. He got pictures of him and her out there. These are all from his Instagram earlier today. You know. So I'm saying, you see pictures like this, you like, you know, it's still Diddy, B. You know what I mean? At this point, you really, really hope that Diddy did this. Because if he didn't do this, this is foul. Everything in my daughter's name, you feel me? I feel you. 100%. Shout out to Teresa as a fact. So, yeah, but, you know, when you look at pictures like this, you're like, man, it's tough to think that Diddy would even play a game like this. You know what I'm saying? Look at this one. They go another good picture. And that's from the Instagram. You see it? I got that from there today.
Shea baby.
He's not going to see her again. Damn. They nasty in here tonight. Yeah. They nasty in here tonight. That's a fact. But yeah, man, I thought that was crazy that, he even popped out on social media today, with everything that's going on. Christian West, what's good, my boy?
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, we outside tonight. Now, I've been on during the day and at night now. Ever since, just trying to stay busy. That's all. I don't even want to talk about it. I just want to stay busy. That's a fact. That's a fact, my guy. So yeah.
Baby.
Now, Diddy now that he popped out on social media, I don't know who's posting for him, but, Diddy's trying to get these sympathy sales, out there right now. Because I ain't going to lie, that them pictures, I'm a father, so, that touched my heart right there. Drill lyrics saying free Diddy.
Shea baby.
Drill lyrics is saying free Diddy. Yeah. Sometimes, you like I said, you hope that these allegations is true, because if they not, this is foul. Even media sites like myself, even we got to report the news, and, we got to be fair. We can't just say, oh, no, Diddy didn't do it, or Diddy did do it. We got to report the news. So, Diddy's never came up on my timeline that much, because I started doing this for 2 years, and Diddy had no hits in the times I was doing this. So, he was really, or he wasn't really in the media. He was partying, and it was not worth talking about. Yeah. So you could tell that, the media really wasn't really hating on Diddy like that, because, Diddy wasn't really talked about that much. You know what I'm saying? Not saying in a bad way, you know what I'm saying, or in a good way. All he was doing was partying. He had $1 billion.
Shea baby.
What's good, baby love? Yeah, he had $1 billion. What's good, Brian? We here, my boy. We got some smoke tonight. That's a fact. Yeah. So I hope y'all are smoking some gas, because we got some real good smoke tonight. That's a fact. But let's get right into the smoke, because the Jaguar interview, baby love, what's good? Golden Codex, what's popping, my boy? Yeah. We here.
Shea baby.
Golden Codex, we on. Hold on. It's either 3 things with you, Brian. Either you show love, these niggas ain't got no bread, or I guess that you doing the right thing. Regardless, you doing your thing, my boy. Michelle too.
Shea baby.
Yeah. Michelle's gonna spend too much bread. And she got nice feet. Them feet get on my nerves. I can't lie. I done looked at them about 100 times. That's a fact. Yeah. All right, so let's go back to Diddy. Let's go back to Diddy for a second. Nah, Brian, good looks, my boy. I appreciate you always. Chill, you too. You spend that bread too. 100%.
Baby.
Yeah. Oh yeah, also too, I forgot to tell you guys, if you don't want to spend bread on the actual live shows and you want to just buy something, go on to the on my YouTube. I guess because once you start getting so many views and subscribers, they start adding on the store. So they added on the store to my page that I'm allowed to sell not only my merch, other people's merch too. So I got a lot of hip-hop t-shirts up there. Go look at them. They're cheap too from Walmart, like $10, $20. Buy a hip-hop t-shirt. Wu-Tang, Nas, Biggie. I even got the Diddy t-shirts up there. Yeah. The Diddlers up there too. Go get them. All right, so back to Diddy. We were talking about him having daughters. We was talking about Diddy also having kids. So it's hard to believe that he did all these stuff, because it's like, him having kids and then drugging and raping kids and doing all of this doesn't make sense. It's sort of like the R. Kelly thing. Now, R. Kelly did this. That's why the mothers, you know, we talked about her. Remember? R. Kelly's daughter? Don't forget, I got her picture. Yeah, remember, I got a flick of her. We know what our daughter looked like. Remember we said this. Is she there still? Nah, they got her up out of here. Yeah, but her picture's gone. But yeah. But anyway, like I was saying, R. Kelly's daughter, she could play these games because they know that's on his record, on his belt. You know what I'm saying? We said yesterday we don't think that any hats. Not yet. I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna work on the hats tonight. I'm gonna put some of the hats that I've been wearing on the website. That's what I'm gonna do tonight. So y'all can purchase those. And the Shea Baby t-shirt hats, the Shea Baby t-shirt platform hats will be up there by Christmas time for sure. But like these, all of the companies that, you know, that rock with me, I will put those up. That's a fact. All right, so we're gonna get into the Jaguar Wright interview with my man right here, Jonathan Hay. I did some research on him, celebrity publicist. He's running his mouth. First, let's get into little clips of the stuff that he's saying. First, let's get into the little clips.
I've included Rihanna, Johnny Depp, Nappy Roots, Eric B. and Rakim, the Notorious Big Estate, Boosie Badass. I've also worked with Drake and Kanye West is good music, mostly with Sahada Prince, Eminem's artist King Crooked from Slaughterhouse, DJ Khaled, Sway Calloway, Wu-Tang Clan, Twista, the list goes on.
So I saw an interview with you and Jaguar Wright on Real Life, and she spoke about you doing some work with you spoke about doing some work on Biggie's estate. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, first of all, shout out to Jaguar Wright. She's really making an impact right now. She's been trending for the last 2 days, which is exciting. And people are starting to believe her because I know she dealt with a lot of blowback. So shout out for her for really like kind of putting me in this, YouTube game, speaking out, being an advocate for victims and, for trying to do the right thing and good for people. So shout out to Jaguar Wright.
You know, it's crazy because when Jaguar Wright was coming out speaking.
Okay, so that's one of the videos of him running his mouth. We're going to get to that Jaguar Wright interview. We have to. Here goes another clip of him running his mouth.
For things, which is really cool. I worked with, RZA. I worked with Drake, which was interesting.
Interesting?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why do you say that's interesting?
Well, just because it was weird, so weird. So
Okay.
I have a confidentiality agreement, right?
Yeah.
But because I came in and I was involved with his baby mama, Sophie, right?
Yes.
You can Google all this stuff, and that was weird, right? Like that was like, crazy shit. But I like Drake's representatives contacted me when Pusha T dropped, the diss, and they were like, they thought that I had given the information, about Sophie and the child and, all this stuff, blah, 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 blah. And I was, because they were so paranoid that,
Okay, so I told you guys, I told y'all from the beginning, I was going to find out who this dude was. We found it. It's up tonight. Wait till we get to the Jaguar Wright interview. This dude is running his mouth to the max.
when I became a publicist, it was an accident, really. Like, I just kind of fell into it, and I've had some pretty good success, and but looking at this video, clearly I should have been a hair model. Look at this hair. I went in the wrong profession, folks. If any hair sponsors are watching,
Oh, he seemed a little.
get at me. And I'm a multi-platinum publicist. Look at the hair, though. I want to be a hair publicist.
Okay, so that is just so y'all can understand who this dude is. Now, we're going to listen to the Jaguar Wright interview. So the interview is about an hour long. So we're going to listen to it. I say, we're going to listen to it for a minute of it because he goes crazy. We're going to stop. We're going to go in and out. A lot of it.
Dirty.
Look at this dude. There's more pics of him. Look. He's crazy. He's outside. He's a celebrity publicist.
Yeah, shake, baby.
Of him and Jaguar Wright. Let's get that up there. Just so y'all know who's talking. Just so y'all know who's talking. It's one of them. Okay, here we go. There's so many of them. Okay, so let me see the one I think is good for us to sit back and relax. So everybody roll up. Get them blunts together. It's up right now. Here you go. Here you go.
Her out and taking her to all the parties and clubs. They didn't find out that she was underage until they went to the Rainbow Room one night and she couldn't provide ID. They were told she was 21 when in all actuality, she had just turned 17. You remember when she was in LA?
All right, they're talking about Aaliyah right now.
It was around the time where they were moving you out and putting her new handlers in.
Right.
All right, y'all, it's about to get crazy right now. This is the Jaguar Wright interview with, my man Jonathan Hay. I told y'all, this dude is running his mouth. It's going up tonight.
Dirty. Shake, baby.
Man, we got a situation. We got a situation here. We have, I want to say, a legend in the music business. We have the elite publicist, Jonathan Hay. Before we even get started, Jonathan.
Only thing about this nasty interview is this echo. I don't know why they got this echo on this dude.
It's an honor to be here for sure.
Definitely, thank you. I know we try to get you here actually in person. Of course, we ran into a couple of snags. Again, want to make sure you're okay, but also we still want to be able to have a conversation with you, man. How are you doing? How are your spirits? Is everything, like you just said, everything's on the okay? Are you
Everything's
good?
good. Everything is good. Thank you.
All right, definitely, man. For those who may not know who you are, and the work you put into this business, if you don't mind, please reintroducing yourself. Let them know where you're from, and also you're just a little bit going into your history in this business.
Well, I was originally born in Florida. I was adopted, and my parents got me when I was 11 years old. And then I moved to Louisville, Kentucky, home of Muhammad Ali, home of Lamar Jackson, Jack Harlow, Louisville. And then as my career...
Oh, word from the Ville? Okay.
And then I was just like everywhere, Atlanta, New York, and everything. But I was raised in Louisville, Kentucky.
Okay, definitely. Now, let me ask you this first and foremost. When you hear the words, the music business, what is the first thought that comes to your mind?
Corrupt. Corrupt.
Wow. To say corrupt, you must be pulling from something. What's the first image that pops in your brain when you say the words corrupt?
Jay-Z.
Ooh, that is the top of the food chain.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Mr. Hay, what I want to do is, of course, for you to even be able to bring up the name Jay-Z, that means, of course, you must have affiliations in the world of what Jay-Z is. Can you at least let our audience know as far as possibly? And again, let's go down the rabbit hole here. What is your affiliations in regards to the world in the music business to Jay-Z, to Sean Carter?
So I go way back with him from the days of I met Jay-Z through a mill, and the former Rockefeller artist who is on a lot of his earlier hits. So that's how I got in contact with Jay-Z. And through a mill, and this is like a few years after she had left Rockefeller, or left the Rockefeller management, because she was signed to Columbia, I think, but that's how I got introduced to him, right? And then when I started to work and we would talk on like his T-Mobile two-way pager. I would hit him, and he'd hit me back about a mill and the projects that I was doing at the time, and I would pitch him some stuff, yada 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 yada. But we had an open relationship. So when Rihanna came out with Pon de Replay, and I was pitching Pon de Replay to journalists, the first journalist that hit us back was this woman from MTV. Her name was Jennifer Vineyard, and she worked for MTV News. She told me, she was like, if you can get, Rihanna was completely unknown. She was like, if you can get a quote from Jay-Z, then we'll run the story. So I was like, I even told her, I was like, yeah, no problem. I talked to this guy about everything. He had been the head of Def Jam. For not too long, right? So I figured he would easily give us a quote. And, he completely snowballed. He snowballed me. He wouldn't give us a quote about Rihanna. He wouldn't do anything, for her in the beginning. So then I'd go back to Jennifer Vineyard and be like, I can't get a quote from Jay. Obviously, I didn't say that. I was like, he's just real busy coming into his, position at Def Jam, yada, yada, yada. And, she still ran the story for us anyways, and that's kind of how it all began with her, So when Jay-Z comes to mind, it's just like, like all the games throughout the years, there's just, we'll talk about it as the show goes on, but there's just been like a lot of, bullshit, and being around so many people in the industry who've experienced the same thing. It's just, and honestly, he needs to be in prison, but hopefully, with the stuff that
Frank Johnson, be nice in the chat.
Stuff that I'm speaking out about, hopefully that can get some eyes on some kind of, prosecutor, someone who will look into him and, see if justice can be done.
Yeah, we've seen the same thing happen with R. Kelly, as far as just
exactly.
You get the right person to look in the right direction. Something may stick. So you, as is listed, if someone wants to Google your name, Jonathan Hay, they'll see, you're as an American publicist and record producer. You start off as a publicist or a producer, or
a publicist.
Okay. For those that don't know what a publicist is, because a lot of cats don't know, can you explain what a publicist's job?
I'm glad he said that, because I wanted y'all to understand what a publicist is too.
And in 2024, with social media being so, prevalent, and artists are more in control, the newer artists and stuff. But
hey, Patricia,
spokesperson, for the artists, they would issue the statements. They would, manage the press, crisis management situations, were key. And like everybody, to contact the artist, they would contact the publicist, and that was like our job. But my job, I didn't really.
All right, you know what? We're going to listen to this Dude Free podcast right now. We're going to see what he says. Let's see. We're going to see if we can find that right now. Jonathan Hay, Truth interview. I'm telling you, I don't know too much about this dude. I found out about this dude today. Okay, let's see what this is.
Big hello to
pitches, out to press. And, we weren't getting a good response at all from media. And that was 2004. There's no social media.
right.
It's like MySpace is like starting to become king, So
MySpace, I remember that.
Yeah.
I know. I love MySpace. But anyways, she became, it's like nobody was picking her up. And so, and we all felt like it was a good song. She was, like I said, she wasn't even known at the time,
So who found her? How does that work? Like, I'm so interested in that. So it's an unknown artist.
So the producers found her in Barbados.
What?
And then, and then they brought her over to New York, to sing for the label. And
How old was she?
she was 16.
Okay.
So there's that kind of weirdness that's been
Tell us a little bit about that.
Going on.
coming lately. I've been doing this, like, it's weird. So in 2015, let me show you. I've got an example. This book right here. Can you see?
Okay, he's talking about Beyonce here. This is what it seems like.
Real, like, thick book. Becoming Beyonce came out in 2015. And I was in the book, right? For like the author, like he's like he's a New York Times bestselling author, has done a lot of profile pieces on stuff. And he like aired me out, like got everything, like what we did for the PR stunts and included it in the book. Then he went on Wendy Williams, and all this is like on my Twitter. So I've like retweeted some of it where he's on Wendy Williams, talking about it and talking about the publicity stunt, what we did. I ended up going on Inside Edition, apologizing, yada, yada, yada.
Can you tell us what you did?
Hold on one second. That was in 2000. That was in 2015.
Hold on, y'all. I don't care. We got to go back to the Jaguar, Wright, and him, man. That's where we at. That's where we at tonight. Because he's talking about specifically Jay-Z and Rihanna on there. And Diddy. Hold on. Let's go back to that one. Yeah, because he's going crazy on that one. All right, here we go. We back. It's going to take us right back to where we left off.
It's not really my thing. I'm
Here
more
we go.
of
We're
a,
back now.
stay in my own lane and just come up with strategy.
So one of your strategies was to say that Jay-Z was dating Rihanna at a point in time, right?
So one of the strategies that we all had, because Jay-Z wouldn't give us a quote, and because Jay-Z, and it was weird also because when I came into contact with one of the producers of Ponder Replay, he was like saying that there was a thing, between them. And he was telling me that, like off the record, I don't care about talking about this stuff now because I didn't talk about it for so long. And I got that reputation of, being a guy who would, put out the, publicity stunt that Jay-Z was having an affair with Beyonce, and it was a love triangle, right? But that's why I'm coming out and talking about this stuff, because no, that's not really like, how it was, right? But the week when Jay-Z wouldn't give us a quote, obviously everybody was mad. And so it was like, all right, well, we're gonna get his, attention anyways. Plus, like I said, that, a lot of people were upset because it's like, okay, Jay-Z will mess around with Rihanna, he'll flirt with Rihanna, he'll be inappropriate with Rihanna, but he wouldn't give us a quote to help break the record. You know what I mean? So that's why it's kind of like, the strategy behind it was, let's come at Jay. And it was very aggressive, right? It was mean to, take a shot. Like, I don't know if I can cuss on here, but fuck Jay-Z, cause he was too busy chasing, Lady Sobering at the time. and who was a British rapper who was trash in my opinion. It was like, come on, man, like this, you have Rihanna here, like this is your flagship artist. But like I said, it seemed like at first, like he didn't want us to be put on and be successful. Right. It seemed like, which was very strange because of how he interacted with her personally, which was shady. So it was just like, you know what I mean? It was like, all right, fuck this guy, so.
Can you give us a history of Rihanna as far as her introduction into the music industry? We watch Tyler now being introduced from South Africa, coming into the, a worldwide stage. What was Rihanna's introduction to the music industry? At what point did you get a hold of her to get her to Jay-Z's ears?
So she was already on Jay-Z's ear when I came through. Right. I came through this. I hate to even say his name because he's a cocksucker, but he's the other producer. His name is Veda Nobles. And Veda Nobles was from New Jersey. And if you look up Veda Nobles, he's a co-producer on Pondy Replay. He was the one who sued Lauryn Hill for the miseducation of Lauryn Hill. And it was his production team, Newark, who sued her, which kind of led to, her shutting down. If you remember back in the music industry, like she was so busy doing the Fugees, and then she dropped Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, which is a timeless classic. And then everybody was like, oh, she's a head case. She started missing shows. Well, she was depressed because, Veda Nobles and his guys sued her, for the miseducation of Lauryn Hill and saying they were the producers of it, not her. So when I met Veda Nobles, I was introduced to him through Kevin Skinner, who was working for John Huston Entertainment, Whitney Houston's father's company. When he introduced me to Veda Nobles was like going through it, because everybody loved Lauryn Hill. So then he has, he's the one who introduced me to Rihanna. He's the one who hired me to work Pondy Replay, write her first press release, and get it going and get some action, for the song. So that's how I got involved with that. And usually, Crazy. Like I said, I hate saying his name because, like I said, he's like he's a real cocksucker. Like, not only, has he let me fall on the sword on like a lot of the shit, is because, like I said, what he did to Lauryn Hill for miseducation of Lauryn Hill, the way he treated her by taking production credit, when that was all Lauryn Hill's album. She'd been working on that, since she was younger. That was her debut album, and this guy was trying to take credit for it. So that's how I met Rihanna.
Okay, Veda Nobles. Sheesh. Okay. All right. Let me ask you. At what?
All right. So far, what I'm getting at it with y'all.
Shea baby.
So far, what I'm getting at it with y'all is that Rihanna, Jay-Z, and all of these people are involved with this guy and they work with him. This is what it looks like. So this is why he got these stories. Let's get back to the smoke.
For you yourself, Jonathan, let me ask
Raymond Walker, what's goody?
For the Pondy Replay, pushing that record, getting Jay-Z to give a quote. What was the goal at the time of you pushing that?
Well, because I heard the song, right? Like, and I knew, like when you're in the industry, like this is something, this song has it. And you could just feel like that, was a hit record. Something about it, was special. And she was really shy and she was really, awkward, but she had this huge song. And that's what a lot of people liked about her, is because she wasn't that person who was like, like real in your face, like singing for you. She was the person who would, be sitting in a corner, quiet, off in her own head, thinking about stuff. She real soft spoken, real shy, real, but brilliant, like total brilliant, like, look what she's done now. She's a billionaire.
Is
You
it
know?
is it common for someone like Jay-Z or someone to deal with her at 16 years old? Like, isn't that a little weird?
For sure, it's weird, without question. You know, but from what I heard,
We got that clown up out of here.
Foxy Brown. Like I said, I was deep, involved,
Michael,
with
what's
some of his
goody?
business stuff, and
What's good, Mike?
obviously I wasn't there to witness it. But here's a guy that that is currently right. He's currently has 2 albums out with R. Kelly. He currently has all this work with Diddy, and before the pandemic, he was signed to Harvey Weinstein. So, like, when you think about Jay-Z, signed business partners with Harvey Weinstein, business partners with Diddy, business partners with R. Kelly, that's some fucked up shit, man. That just has to make you think, is like, how could this one man be business partners with these 3 men? Two who are in federal prison, and one who's going to be indicted at any moment. That's weird.
At the time of Ponder River, what age was Jay-Z?
I don't know. I think he would have been 12 years older than her. I could be wrong. We'd have to look.
All right, let's get to the, and I want to go. We're going to go through more of your history, but
right.
We're on this topic. I got to get your take, because again, when I ask you about the music business, and you give the words you give, we look at the head honchos, and
hit them like buttons. Let's talk about it.
Of course, is going through his turmoil right now. And these are all like doors that he wanted to shut years ago. This is a lot of stuff happened some decades ago, years ago. And how much of this do you feel fall under the other heads, whether it's Jay-Z, the Dr. Dre's, the just the other guys who are the heads of the music business? Again, we're talking to you, and you've been hands-on in this business, not only on the hip hop side, but the other sides as well, as far as the hip hop section of this. How heavy do you feel like some of these doors have been closed, and how quickly can they open if the right buttons are pushed?
Right, like super fast, like especially.
That's a fact, Willie.
Like,
it's nasty out there.
Well, think about the turmoil that he's caused to so many women and people in general, the turmoil that he's caused to people, right?
Right.
It's like alarming, and like I knew back, we used to go to Daddy's house because, we worked with these producers named, Sean C. and LV, and they produced most of
Daddy's house is nasty work.
Like Sean Puffy Combs, he was an executive producer on American Gangster. And a lot of the producers were these guys, Sean C. and LV. And so I used to work with them and Fat Man Scoop and this DJ named Rock Rada. They all worked together. So, when Diddy was doing American Gangster, he recorded that at Daddy's house, right? So we saw, we were around Daddy's house, and we saw what kind of person, Puff Daddy was, right? And it continued on, just recently, up until the pandemic, I was working with the Notorious B.I.G. estate, and I'm gonna send you the contract, that I did with them, right? So with the Notorious Big estate, we were doing a song, we were doing a project for Biggie, and the Notorious Big estate is Valletta Wallace,
They talking crazy in the chat, telling Diddy to oil up and everything like this. It is nasty out here, y'all. But hold on, that's a commercial. Let's get back to it.
CJ and his sister, those are the people. So I was working, with them, right? And I experienced, once again, some fucked up shit. And that's in 2020. like right after we went viral with the project that we were doing with Biggie, you know, it seems like Puffy got involved. And because, you know, that was his flagship artist was Biggie. Puffy got involved because of publishing and rights. And, you know, it just, you know, the whole project went sideways and it took on a whole like other, you know,
Yeah, that's the question, right? Tobias, I feel you. Was this dude at the freak offs? Who knows?
you know, we would be on FaceTime, kind of like what we're doing now, you know, because everything was shut down. And he was telling us about how we should make the house music, because it was a house music project that we did that Notorious Big Estate partnered up with us, right? And then he was telling us like how we should do it. And he was like, you need to do ketamine, man, because ketamine is what everybody's doing for dance music. So we were on FaceTime.
All right, listen to this. This is the part right here.
Right? Like, and I was like, are you serious right now? I was like, wow, like, you know, and he said it was ketamine. It could have been cocaine. It could have been sugar. It could have been, I have no idea what it is, right? I wasn't there, but he was like, you know, it's all about the ketamine. Ketamine is house music. Ketamine is this. And he was like, the music that you do with Biggie, it's gotta be attracted to ketamine. You guys should do ketamine so you can experience ketamine so it's authentic. Da 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 da. He was giving like this fucking weird, like, you know, pep talk, you know, to do ketamine. The whole time I'm like, wow, this is Puffy, just like not even, you know, just loose, you know, just like above, you know, like above the law. Like, are you kidding me? Like who does this? You know, my girlfriend, who my partner, you know, was on there. Other people were on there. And it was just like, is this serious? You know, because he just has no, you know, he gives no fucks, you know, he's like, you know, above the law, I do whatever. So anyways, I know I totally didn't answer your question and I went off.
No, that was actually perfect as far as going
on a tangent, you know,
the Puffy situation. But let me just circle back to Rihanna and Jay-Z. Now, of course, there was a documentary that came out this summer, of course, with Trapolo Ross putting that out. And
correct.
It aired on Academics, where, of course, they were going into the death of Jay-Z's mistress, and they brought your name up. And of course, they came back to your article, of course, of you wanting to run. Your goal was to run the rumor that Jay-Z and Rihanna, it was a love triangle between them and Beyonce. And I believe you apologized to Beyonce, correct?
That was in 2015.
Okay.
And I apologize on Inside Edition. But listen, that wasn't even my idea, right? That was the Tidal Rock Nation people who were like, you know, we want you to basically, you know, fall in the sword, you know, dead this thing, because the Becoming Beyonce book that those rumors came from, you know, Matthew Knowles, you know, gave a lot of information. He was like a source for the book. You know, the guy who wrote the book, he was like a New York Times bestselling author. I'd done Michael Jackson biographies, Jackie O biographies. So they wanted me to fall on the sword. And in exchange, they were like, you know, we're going to, you know, make your projects Tidal Rising, and we're going to feature you on Tidal, and we're going to get you, you know, the most amount of streams, yada, yada, yada. And back then, Tidal used to pay more than, you know, Spotify, Apple, or anything else.
Right.
And so he was like, you know, we're going to make, you know, make all these promises that never happened. So I went on TV, Inside Edition, you know, you can still see it. And I apologized to, you know, Beyonce for this rumor that it was just so corny. Because here's the thing. If you're in a relationship and you're that high level, right? There's gonna be rumors of infidelity. People are gonna think so and so is cheating, right? But if you're with your man, like the book said that they broke up for 6 months because of my rumor. That's crazy. It's like they didn't break up because of my rumor. You know, they broke up because of, you know, Jay-Z is a, you know, he's a fucking, you know, asshole, bro. That's had nothing to do with me. But in the book, that's what it says. It's they broke up because of me. So of course, like a lot of Beyonce fans were going crazy, you know, on me.
Good looks, Tootie.
They wanted me to do the pub.
The merch is coming real soon. We working on it, man. It's been a long time trying to get it together. We got you.
I have to ask, for you to start a rumor and for it to stick not only months, but years and decades later.
A decade.
Yeah, a decade. Like, what are your thoughts?
Yeah,
when
2 decades.
Yeah, 2 decades later, the rumor's still being talked about. Like, what are your thoughts when you're like, I'm gonna start this thing and then see if there's smoke, there's fire, because it's just sticking around and people won't let it go. What are your thoughts on that?
So, like, we were all together in Florida, in Orlando, Florida, because that's where Veda Nobles was. That's where Kevin Skinner was for Whitney, the Whitney Houston guy that I told you about. Some other people, that were working, for Veda. So we were all like brainstorming like ideas, right? It wasn't like, I just thought of something and then I ran wild with it. It's like you said, it's crazy that it came out 10 years later in the book, and then it was in this documentary. And now here we are, right now talking about it, right? It won't ever leave, like it sticks, so people like BuzzFeed did a story last year calling it one of the biggest scandals in history. And there's like all this shit that keeps, coming up. And it was like so serious because being a PR person, I've done publicity stunts, which is just creative publicity, marketing angles and, whatnot. And, but this one caused like serious shit because after she blew up, we were in Kissimmee, Florida. Me and my partner at the time, he was like my intern, my partner, type thing. Like we're driving down the road and we were pulled over by unmarked cars in Kissimmee. And they asked us to follow them. So the whole time we're like freaking out. They didn't tell us what it was. And it was like 3 or 4 cars, one behind us, one in front of us. And we pulled behind this like dodgy library in Kissimmee and did this building where,
All right, so I kind of feel money is but so much we can listen to this goofy. But I don't really want to call him a goofy though. I don't want to call him a goofy because they saying it's obvious that this dude done work for these guys. At this point, it seems like he might be telling the truth when it comes to all of these people. Now, we know it's the music business, man. If you sit there and you think in the music business for 1 minute that, that these people ain't playing like this, you a fool. Yeah. This is how they play. You know what I mean?
Shea baby.
That's a fact. And OG, it's all good. Move around, my boy. Yeah. We on 2-3 times a day. We ain't looking at the views. We ain't looking at none of that. We just looking at whoever's in here, we rocking. You know what I mean? You stargaze and move around. Yeah. That's just that simple. You know what I mean? It's just that simple. Now, Diddy. Diddy's hot right now. Diddy's hot right now. Because listen to this. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Listen to this stuff right here that this dude said. We can't get off Jonathan Hay real fast. Listen to this.
Jonathan Hay says that Jay-Z is just like Diddy. And Jay-Z likes to watch while Ray J does the do with Beyonce. And it's all on tape. Take a listen.
Here's Morgan. I'm surprised that you would retract and censor your uncensored show based on the words of Jay-Z and Beyonce. You would take their words, not any evidence, just simply their words. And you're taking the word of a man, Jay-Z, who is business partners with Diddy, R. Kelly, and Weinstein. That's who you side with. Jay-Z. However, we got receipts, bro. Your time is up. And now Ray J, he's also dissing Jaguar.
That's crazy. Did y'all just hear what this man just said? That man is saying that he's inviting over Ray J to pipe Beyonce. What's wrong with these dudes out here, B? I ain't gonna lie to you. I are just running their mouth, making up these stories, trying to get lit. I ain't gonna hold you, man, because it can't be that nasty out there. Dude said Jay-Z inviting over Ray J, out of all people, Ray J. Out of all people that Jay-Z can invite over. You know what I'm saying? He invites Ray J over to watch him have sex with Beyonce. What type of stuff is this, man? Congratulations. You paid yourself. That's what I'm saying, Brick City. That don't even make no sense, right? Yeah. Let's listen to that back. These guys are goofies, I'm telling you, man. This is crazy.
Jonathan Hay says that Jay-Z is just like Diddy. And Jay-Z likes to watch while Ray J does the do with Beyonce. And it's all on tape. Take a listen.
Piers Morgan, I'm surprised that you would retract and censor your uncensored show based on the words of Jay-Z and Beyonce. You would take their words, not any evidence, just simply their words. And you're taking the word of a man, Jay-Z, who is business partners with Diddy, R. Kelly, and Weinstein. That's who you side with. Jay-Z. Hova, we got receipts, bro. Your time is up. And now Ray J, he's also dissing Jaguar.
Yo, I can't believe none of that, my dudes. I can't. I just don't understand why all of these people are coming out now. That's the only thing. You know what I mean? They did Diddy wrong, man. They got Diddy. Look, Diddy is, they got to set an example, man. They got to set an example. All right, talked about this earlier. For those that just pulling up, this is Tupac's brother. Hold on, let me see if I can put the other thing there too so you can see why he's saying this. Hold on. Let's get it right. Let me see if they still have it. Here it is. Here it is. Okay. All right. Tupac's brother, Mo Shakur. We were talking about this earlier. Here's another problem Diddy's coming across right now. Mo Shakur is back. Because before Mo Shakur, we went quiet for a little while because nobody believed him. But now he's back. Check it out.
Not hiding, but you're using the investigation as a reason.
I'm right here.
No, I don't mean hiding.
I
I'll take back the word hiding, but why you're reticent again about potentially saying what is really on your mind. Because you know, and I know, that everyone believes that Diddy was involved in both these shootings and had a direct involvement in your brother's death. That is what the streets have said for 27 years. That's why 50 Cent said it. That's why Eminem has said similar stuff. What's interesting to me about your involvement in this is that Diddy actually called you after an LA Times article in 2008 alleging he'd been involved in your brother's death. What did he say that day when he called you?
He was in town. He was in LA at the time. He was on the radio. He asked a local DJ that we all know, Big Boy, to reach out to me because he wanted to speak to me about something.
That's crazy. So, now, Mo Shakur, one thing about him that I do like about him is that he never stopped believing that Diddy did this to his brother. You know, if you guys have brothers and sisters, then, you know, you would know all about that yourself too, that you're just never going to give up on a family murder. You're never going to give up. Yeah. So I guess now that Diddy's locked up, all this nastiness is coming back out, Mo Shakur said, we're going to revisit this. We're going to revisit this. Yeah. Diddy don't want all this smoke on him right now. You know, they already got Diddy, you know, behind the bars. They say he can't even think about getting out to at least May. And that's, they giving themselves enough time to build on him. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. If they would have let him out, right? They got his plane in New Jersey. They were scared Diddy gonna run, man. Because, you know, if he didn't run before, it's because he didn't think he was going behind the bars. But being in behind the bars for 3 weeks and you a billionaire, it's nasty for Diddy. You know, he can't eat caviar, no more lobster, no more steaks. You know what I'm saying? No more expensive meals. That's crazy. Just the fact, imagine Diddy eating. He got the Patakis on right now. He got the air Patakis on, which are the Chinese slippers. It's crazy for him right now. You know, we talked about him this morning. Your man, Orlando Brown. He said he told y'all about Diddy. He don't want no apologies.
You know, the human anatomy is starting to wake up and align itself with the frontal lobe. So when you say something, it'll manifest. When you say something, you know, and a person is able to look at it and it starts manifesting, it's been there the whole time. But it may take that one person to be able to snap that finger or say that word or bring to the attention of the people what needs to be brought to the attention of the people. And that's exactly what the Lord allowed me to do with my gift of sight. I pray for his knowledge, his wisdom, his know-how, his peace, and his sight. And I'm not really worried about, and I haven't been, and I never will be ever worried about people's opinions and apologies. It's now that we know, let's go to work. Now that we know we're held accountable. Now that we know we have to take accountability for it and you know, stay above reproach.
You seem pretty sharp today. I mean, going off other interviews in the past, sometimes you would be high, sometimes you would be jokey.
No, never high, brother. The main thing is, you know, it's what is the platform.
Never hide, brother. Never hide, brother. He fronting right there. We know he front. He definitely hide up. He definitely hide up. And he be acting crazy. He said, free Diddy, bro. There's zero proof. Yo, Heaven, zero. I don't even know why he's in there. I don't even know why he's in there. You know what I mean? I'm not defending him because he's nasty with Cassie. But I don't know why Diddy's in there. My brother tells me all the time, there's no charges on him. Yeah, there's no charges on him. Oh, Patricia, he's too high. He's too high, Patricia. You know what I mean? He's smoked out all the time. And they gonna sit there and say he not high. He gonna sit there and say he not. He's definitely high. Yeah. That nigga be acting crazy. Orlando Brown is wild. You know what's crazy? We never really sat back, but we're going to do that. We got to listen to Shorty's whole interview. The one, this girl right here. We never listened to her.
Because by me being so spiritual and tapped in, I know when something is not right, I'm not judging, but I just don't want to be a part of it because how am I going to get out of this shit? Like, I'm already here. And then I heard conversations or whatever. And then P. Diddy was like, that's the one that I want. I want her. So now I feel like, you know, they plotting on me. Like, did you bring me here on purpose? Like, is this the, you know, producer you was talking about? And I came here specifically with the Prince to rub elbows with people, to network for, the music week. But then I put two and two together, like, the Prince have been saying your life is never going to be the same. You're going to be happy. Somebody's expecting you. And I just feel like that was the time that I was going to get sex trafficked or, you know, drugged or something like that. And then they kept trying to make me, like, I've been around celebrities before. If a rapper wants you or somebody wants you, they're not going to do it. They're going to send somebody else to do it. So if a waitress is coming or another girl or a pretty girl or a guy, they'll sick somebody on you. Like, take this drink, do this, do that. And then you just feel eyes on you, like watching to see if you're going to do it, when you're going to.
Nasty. Okay, so, like I was telling y'all before, that shorty right there, we need to listen to her interview because she talking crazy. Yeah. Nigga asked if Leon DiCaprio got trained at Diddy's. We don't know, man. It was crazy. There's a lot of people at Diddy's house. We pulled up a couple pictures from before of what's going on over there. Let me see if I still have those pictures. It's a lot of people that was over there. Everybody want to know about these pics right here. Everybody want to know about these pics. It was crazy at Diddy's house. Diddy had it popping over there. You know what I mean? Because I laugh at a lot of people, though. Because, you know, regard all the mo-ness, because you could say no. Because what you think in the club, when you go to a regular club, there's not zesty people in there. There's zesty people in the club, too. They in the bathroom doing their numbers and everything, too. So, what you think there's not zesty people around you in the clubs and everything? Yeah, you don't have to be zesty with them. Yeah. It's crazy. Beds everywhere. That's a fact, Patricia. Yeah. Everywhere. It's nasty when you think about it. It's too much. But yeah, I'll see y'all in the morning. We be on it early in the morning talking about it. We gonna be rocking out. We gonna see what's some more dirt and some more smoke. I love y'all. I jumped on for a little while. You know, I was bored tonight. This is the dirty side. I'll see y'all tomorrow night, 10 p.m. sharp, and tomorrow, 10 a.m. sharp. I'll see y'all later. Yeah, baby.